You know, I can't believe it took me this long to find the answer to the secret to growing wrestling, but I actually knew the answer this entire time. So I've been making YouTube videos for like the past 7 years. And by posting these videos, you can see my channel has over 500,000 subscribers. And yes, people love to watch content, but the reason it's been so successful is that people love stories. And if I'm being completely honest, that's the answer. The way to grow wrestling is to have better stories. Think about your favorite movie. My favorite movie is Rocky IV. Why is that my favorite? Well, you got this guy who's the best boxer in the world, right? You got Rocky. His best friend, his coach, dies in the ring to this Russian. And then the whole movie goes on this intense training cycle of why Rocky is doing this, him coming out on top, beating the guy who's roided out of his mind. Rocky clearly had to be on some rise. Well, if he wasn't, he should have. Long story short, if I'm spoiling Rocky IV for you guys, which you should have seen it already by now, the story ends by him beating Ivan Drago and everyone coming together and it's peace. If I can change and you can change, then we all can change. So today I thought it'd be cool. We're gonna have a little wrestling watch party. We're gonna be watching the cinematic masterpiece by David Alex Films. Shout out to David for this. And this whole video was last month when they faced Iowa. So before you head in, grab your popcorn or your cosmic brownie. Actually, no, we're probably all cutting weight at this point. That's why I'm drinking this. But you could get the Cosmic Brownie Rise Protein flavor. I'm sticking with my cinnamon toast right now. And by using code Cayden, you can save 15% off anywhere on Rise Subs. This is a great way to support me and my channel. And anyways, they have the best tasting supplements by far. So you might as well rise up. The link is in the description below. Dude, like this is already gonna be a movie. This is already gonna be a movie. Let's get it.
In our program, we talk a lot about getting out of your comfort zone, and it is most times much more comfortable to stay at home and compete. But for me, there's nothing I love more than being on the road with our team. Road trips together, hours on the road, that's where you really bond as a team. It's where you become really close.
100%. I think some of the best times in high school wrestling, college wrestling are those road trips, but let's get back.
It's where you prove that you have each other's backs in tough conditions. And so, yeah, our trip started early in the morning. Just a little bit of adversity on the way to the airport. What's normally an hour drive took a little bit over 2 hours. But business as usual for our guys. You know, we're lucky enough to be able to travel the country with our best friends and go compete at the sport that we love.
Let's go!
Competition to us is one of the most valuable things that you can have. Everybody on our team does this because we aspire to be true competitors in every sense. When our guys graduate, winning and losing matters a great deal. And we want competition to test ourselves to see where we're at, to make sure our preparation is on point, to make sure we're doing the right things. It's not enough just to say, okay, I'll go compete. You have to be excited about it, and you have to really embrace competition, and you have to seek the best competition that you can out. Because as a competitor, that's the way that you measure yourself. Whatever happens as a result of competition, that's part of your process of bringing out your very best. So we make it a point to seek out the toughest competition we can find. For us, that matters. That's really important to provide opportunities to test yourself, to measure yourself, and ultimately reach your highest potential.
number 18, Nash Duran, operated by Thank you.
Hey, they're doing some great things, man.
Who all's driving? Do we know?
Us four?
Just us four? Is it four?
I've got it on my app. We're in the business of trying to give our guys the opportunity to wrestle the best guys in the country, whether it's Penn State, Iowa, Cornell, wherever we're going, we're looking for top level competition. And what our guys have to understand and embrace is that when you're wrestling guys like that, you're not gonna get anything. You might be able to go out and steal something from a little lower level of competition, but when you're wrestling the best guys in the country, you're gonna have to earn everything you get.
100%. Dude, like, I think that's the biggest difference from college to high school is like, yeah, you can maybe get by some things in high school and like people aren't stingy, but like in college, dude, everything is earned. And you know, heck, maybe I am blowing that a little bit out of the water with high school, but dude, just like everything in life, like everything is earned. Like you're not going to get an ounce of anything from anyone, whether that be in your job, in the business world, you know, in school, in life. Like, dude, you just got to go out there and take it.
He flew all the way in from California just to come hang out with the team and go through a workout with us, spend time, because he lived the same life that the guys on our team are living right now. The lessons he learned as part of this program and this room that we're in right now, taking road trips like we were on, those are experiences that led him to being one of the best CrossFitters on planet Earth. And he's passionate about our program. He's passionate about giving back to the guys on our team. And what a cool experience for our guys to go outside of the wrestling world, but just learn that the lessons they're learning here and the lessons they're learning in the sport, the same thing applies to the business world. And they're learning that the values we talk about, the work ethic they have here, it's the same things that are going to make them successful when they get out of our program. Look on the walls of our wrestling room, you'll see the phrase "chasing greatness," and that means a lot to our program. You know, and I tell our guys, there's a reason it doesn't say, you know, we arrived at greatness. It's a daily chase, and that chase to become the best that you can possibly be, that never ends. And when you walk off the mat, win or lose, you know, winning, not final; losing, not fatal. I mean, the journey and the process of chasing greatness never stops. So when you walk off the mat, you take inventory of yourself, you find out where you're at, and you've measured yourself in competition, and then it's back to work because you know you've got more. And every time you walk off the mat, you know that you can give a little bit more. And that's what we love, you know, the process of becoming your very best. Chasing greatness never stops.
Coach Ward with the coldest quote in history. Goodness gracious, winning not final, losing not fatal. Gosh, I love that. I love that. All right, now let's get to some wrestling. This has been great so far. Let's get to the wrestling.
talking about the dual meet, we had some, like I said, some cool, unique experiences tonight. We didn't come out here to tour a fitness facility. You know, we didn't come out here to just, you know, make a trip and say we came out here and did it. We came here to win. That's the bottom line. And you guys got to be thinking that, and you have to know that when you step out into competition tomorrow. And I'm not saying this tonight because I want you fired up tonight. You can chill tonight. You can relax. You've already done the work. You've worked really, really hard over this past training phase. So you can, you know, be at peace and you can rest knowing that you're prepared. But just a reminder to you, like, you didn't come out here just to make a trip. You came out here to compete and show what you're capable of doing. And I think you're capable of a whole lot. And you got an opportunity to really make a mark tomorrow. You got an opportunity to knock some people off. But understand this, like, nobody's opening the door for you. It's gonna be really, really hard work, and you've got to embrace that, and you're gonna have opportunities to kick the door down and run through it. And then it's up to you to take advantage of that. All right, we've all done our jobs, coaches and athletes. We've all done our jobs getting you guys ready, and then tomorrow it's your responsibility to step out there and represent yourself and compete the way that you know that you want to. Where's your focus need to be? That's all that matters. What you're focused on, you control that. You're focused on wrestling hard, scoring points. We're gonna make sure we do things the right way tomorrow. You know, so make sure that your nutrition's right, make sure your sleep is right. Let us know what you need, and when it comes time tomorrow, like, you're wrestling a nameless opponent. Singlet doesn't matter what they did last year or the year before or in the 1980s, none of that matters. All right, it's a program that has a lot of tradition, and they've always been really good, and we get an opportunity to go out there and step on the mat tomorrow and show what we can do. So your focus is on what you can do tomorrow, not who you're wrestling, but what you can do.
Faceless, nameless opponent. I love that. I love it.
I've been doing this as a athlete and as a coach, as a competitor for a long time. It never gets old. You know, that feeling that you have when you're in the warm-up area and you can hear your opponents getting ready, it brings out your best. You know, it puts you on edge a little bit, and that's a good thing. The nerves that you feel, you know, that feeling never gets old, and just reminds you that that's your mind and your body's way of telling you that you're getting ready to go battle.
Between bouts, guys.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Hold nothing back. Let's go get him. Smart. Hold nothing back. He's ready to wrestle hard and wrestle hard the whole time. You're the man. Go act like it.
Let's go, boys. Big fella. All we got now. Going off. Right. Coming unglued.
Live from St. Charles, Missouri, at Francis Howell High School for the young Civil War presented by Journeyman Wrestling. This is match 2 of our night.
My goal is to be NCAA champ at 125 pounds. In my opinion, what the biggest difference is in being a national qualifier, an All-American, and winning a national tournament is what's between your ears. I've been working a lot with Coach Green, preparing, and like how I'm going into matches. I feel like I need to work on that probably the most. That is very challenging. That's what makes the sport so hard. But again, that's why I love it. It's always an ongoing process, and if I do what I need to do, I'll get the job done at the end of the year.
Nice work.
You know, going into this match, you know, and I told our team, I'm not crazy for thinking we have a chance to win this dual meet. And I think our guys really believed that. And you need to make some things go your way. We talked a lot about this leading up to the dual meet. You're gonna have opportunities to kick down the door, but nobody's gonna open the door for you and welcome you into their house. Like if you wanna go knock off the #2 team in the country, you gotta kick that door in, you gotta make your own breaks. And we were really close to being able to do that as a team, and several individuals set a really good example of how you do that. Charlie Farmer was one. Ethan Bergen was right there knocking on the door, and he knows he can beat anybody in the country. We got to make some adjustments to be able to win that match the next time. He knows that. He's excited to get back in the room and make those adjustments.
You got to get on your offense earlier. You've got to get on your offense earlier. You feel like you're right there in the match, and whoever gets on their offense earlier there in the third match is going to win it. You just got to get on your offense early.
I think when you look at competitors like Braden Basil, you know, steady the whole time. I think his match, the longer the match went, the better he got, which is just a credit to him and how much this kid loves to compete. Moving into 184 pounds, Andrew Christie with his first ever dual meet start for us against a really highly ranked opponent, very quality wrestler that's already had some big wins early in his career. So we know we're the underdog there and we've got a big challenge in front of us, but you know, Andrew showing what he's capable of doing, stepping out to a big lead and not being tentative and not hesitant early on in that match was really important. Stayed in the match the whole time. And I think, you know, with us, maybe if the coaches, if we make a different decision there in the third period for Andrew, then maybe he has a better chance at winning that match.
All right? If he gets away, it's a timeout. All right? You have a stall call. You have a stall call. Okay. Now, patient, aggressive on the whistle, but patient to get your legs in. And when you get to where you want to be, you're a freaking killer, man. All right?
That's something he can learn from, something he has to learn from and grow from, because he's right there in it until the very end against one of the top-ranked guys in the country in his first ever dual meet start. And so that's got to energize him to bring out his best going forward.
The energy I'm feeling going into this year is really high. I think being a Division I wrestler might even top being an Army officer in intenseness and hardness overall. There was a quote from Travis Manion, "If not me, then who?" I really like to embrace that because I want myself being out there first instead of someone else.
We're in the third period of his match and the match isn't going his way. It doesn't look like we have a chance to win that match at that point, but Dakota believed he could.
Fight every second here!
We said fight every single second, no matter what the scoreboard says, and he lived up to it. Instead of giving up more points, fighting for himself and fighting for his team, he's able to pull off reverse, put the guy on his back. What a moment for Dakota, a moment for our team to be able to celebrate and put us back in the dual meet with a position to win.
That's why you never stop fighting. One move away when you believe it. Never stop fighting.
great thing about competition is it never stops. You get opportunities to step on the mat and compete, but it's not just between the whistles that you feel that as a competitor. It demands your focus, it keeps you on edge, it demands you bring out your very best. It's an opportunity to challenge yourselves, and that's what competitors want. And the chase continues. Let's see how great we can really be.
Bring it down, Coda. Beat hard on 3. 1, 2, 3, beat hard.
Jeez, wow, wasn't that a freaking masterpiece? And stuff like that, stories that make you care, that make you invested, that, you know, give you chills while watching it. Like, how does that not make you want to be there or be part of that environment? I mean, stories don't have to be so big as a duel, you know, against, you know, the number 2 ranked team at the time. You can really make a story out of anything and make people care. And that is what wrestling needs. That is gonna conclude the video today. If you guys wanna check out the full video, I'll leave that linked in the description too. But thanks so much again for David Alex Films for giving me the opportunity to kind of have this watch party with you guys. I appreciate all you guys' support. Once again, if you guys want some Rise protein, head over to the link in the description as well. I can't say this enough, but I crave so much sweet things when I'm cutting weight. And this just takes the cravings away. 130 calories, 1 gram of sugar, and 25 grams of protein. Once again, code Cayden for 15% off. Thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next video.
Let me know if you're on skate, rolling with a gang, totally, man, you shake, told it with a gang.